What is up, everybody? This is Lyle, No Hippie Trucking and Transportation, coming at you from outside the Millennium Building at the Prime Inc. Terminal in Springfield, Missouri. This is gonna be my last day because I gotta run home before I get on to my next adventure, which we will be sharing with you here pretty soon. But I want to talk to you guys, and I've talked to a lot of different people while I was here in regards to some of the things that you might have to kind of go through when you're leasing. And I'm going to tell you right now, I'm going to keep it completely honest with you, I am bleeding money right now. Ever since I came out the house last month on the 28th. So not even quite a month. As soon as I come out of the house, I'm going to be a little bit negative anyway. And we'll talk about how actual negative I was. But, 3 weeks at home, boom, you're going to come out, you're going to be negative, right? While I was at home, my driver, shout out to my driver, Myra, Ferry Wire Trucker. Listen, I appreciate you and all the trials and tribulations that you just went through. You just had to remember I always got your back. You know what I'm saying? But as soon as I come out the house, her truck goes down. So I got to spend a bunch of money on that truck plus downtime. And I did pay her for her downtime and stuff like that. And a student while the truck was down. So that immediately happened. You know what I'm saying? Next thing you know, boom, I turn around. Same thing happens. Road is, I have some road situations, stuff like that. I don't even, man, it's been so much stuff. I don't even remember what all went wrong with it, but I had to get my airline fixed when I was out here, so I had to make a special trip into Springfield earlier than I wanted. I've been sitting here for about a week, but mainly that's for the taxes. But boom, there's going to be some financial implications for that as well. Damn, what did I get done with the truck? Doesn't matter. It's spending money is one thing I do know. Then I'm like, all right, got this new adventure coming up. I gotta swing back home real quick. Then today I get a text from my other truck, Myra. Hey Lyle, they say you need a new steer tire. You know what that means? Boom, $800. So I was like, you know what? We ain't gonna run imbalanced or anything like that. Just tell them to replace both the steer tires. Oh, and there's a bracket that was broke on the back of the truck too. I don't remember how much that's gonna cost, but man, we're just bleeding money. You know what I'm saying? I've been out since, I don't know, 20 days, something like that, however many days it's been, and just bleeding money the whole time. And really the reason I'm telling you this is it's different in that most of you guys that are watching this channel aren't going to have multiple trucks running and things like this, but these are things that could happen with one truck. And I was talking to somebody earlier today, and I really don't remember his name. If you haven't been watching this, you'll remember the conversation. But we were talking about leasing and stuff like that, and it was me and another driver that'd been with Prime for like 17 years or 13 years, one of the older cats. And I was basically telling him the difference between you being successful at Prime and being at Prime long term, and you not being successful and leaving Prime could be as simple as the truck that you pick. You know what I'm saying? If you could, run two different theories through your head, you could pick out one truck, nothing wrong with it until you got some money behind you. You're here at Prime, you love Prime, you stay at Prime for a long time. Or you pick this other truck, looks exactly the same as the other one, you're out driving for less than a week, boom, truck goes down, truck's in the shop, tow bill, whatever it is. So you just never know. If you don't have money in reserves, the difference between you Making it and not making it is pure luck. All right? Just want to keep putting that out there, because I don't want anybody that's watched my channel act like anything that could possibly go wrong on a lease is a surprise. Stuff like that. Anyway, so while I'm saying I'm bleeding all this money and everything, I'm saying I'm bleeding money, but in actuality, you know, I got $23,000, which should be more because I just put down $10,000 from my emergency fund down on this other truck. But you know, $23,000 chilling in an emergency fund, and what that does is take this from a catastrophe and turns it into an inconvenience. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I just have that sitting in an emergency fund. I still have what's in my business account. I still got money in other places. So we're not really tripping about this. So if there's one thing I got to suggest, and you're always going to have people saying, well, you know, you could manage your money on your own, and you know, I'll just keep the money in my own savings account where it gets interest, or invest it in the market, or whatever the shit this is. You know what? If you actually do that, then fine. What I see a lot of is people that say they're going to do that and don't do it, or something else becomes important and they dip into that money for another reason. You know what? If you're going to lease, I'm not saying my advice is always right. But if I was to give advice to somebody, 20 cents minimum in an emergency fund. Before you know it, you got all the money. If you need to use it for whatever reason, you know, do it. But chances are it's going to be just like, almost like a 401k. You put money in there and you don't think about it. Next thing you turn around, $100,000 in it or something like that. So anyway, be prepared in everything that you do. I've met a lot of smart people up here this week. A lot of motivated people too, man. I'm telling you. People that are definitely looking at changing their life in some cases, and in other cases just looking to get into a different situation. But I mean, it is definitely motivating to see that desire from people that are just getting in here, things like that. So yeah, I'm gonna get home. Like I said, I'm gonna run back in here. My mom or my wife says I sound old when I use this term, but I'm gonna run in here right quick and talk to Abacus and see if there's anything else I need before I leave. Then I'm gonna head home. We're just gonna be at home for about, this is gonna be a short trip, about 5, maybe 6 days. And then we're gonna be on to the next adventure, stuff like that. We'll kind of bring you along on that adventure and kind of go from there. But yeah, put yourself in a good position, you know what I'm saying? And you know, on a totally different subject, you know, I had somebody that I spoke with or watched one of my videos a while back talking about, you know, they'd gone through bankruptcy, how do you recover from that and all that kind of stuff. And actually I might do that in a separate video, you know, or I might just email this person and go over it. I'm not sure that people are really concerned about credit and stuff like that. And to be honest with you, one of the ways to get excellent credit is to not be concerned about it. I mean, I have a, you know, I just looked at my credit score. It's a 817, and to me, it really wouldn't matter if it was a 715 or a 817. Really, I'll tell you a trap, and I'll end this with this because I don't really, you know, I'm not sure if anybody really cares too much about credit. I've seen more people actually get in over their heads trying to establish good credit rather than just worrying about. You know, to me, at this point, I'm really not trying to put anything on credit other than houses and all that kind of shit. But I have seen people get in over their head trying to establish credit. And there's a story that goes along with this from when I was in the mortgage industry, which I'm sure is too boring for all this kind of stuff. But anyway, I'm gonna end this here. Come in here, handle some business, and get in here, relax up, get ready to head back home, and like I said, begin the new adventure. Anyway, I do appreciate you guys stopping by. No Hippie Trucking and Transportation. I appreciate it. Comment, subscribe, and I'm out.